What's up, friend, and welcome back to another video here on the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. My name is Ashlizzlle, and today we are going to have a look at a really cool deck list that is kind of built around Chandra Spark Hunter. Now, Chandra Spark Hunter is a 4-mana planeswalker from Ether Drift. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you choose up to one target vehicle you control. Until the end of turn, it becomes an artifact creature and gains haste. Chandra is really cool because Chandra basically just works for yourself beautifully. So the +2, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card, and if you do, draw a card. Which, with the 0 effect, or the 0, loyalty ability, you create a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact token with Crew 1. So you could sacrifice that vehicle to the +2 effect from Chandra, but you can also give that vehicle haste immediately at the beginning of combat on your turn. Chandra then also has an ultimate, -7. You get an emblem with whenever an artifact you control enters, this emblem deals 3 damage to any target. So if you can find a way to ult Chandra, you can then also, by creating a vehicle artifact token with Crew 1, you can get that triggered effect from the emblem. So Chandra is a beautiful 4-mana planeswalker that can just take over games. But this deck's built around Chandra in a couple of ways. One of the best curves we can have in this deck list involves some of these mana dorks, so Llanowar Elves and Tender Wild Guide. Ideally, Llanowar Elves on turn 1 into turn 2 Lumbering Worldwagon. This is a 3-mana 4 toughness vehicle, and its power is equal to the number of lands you control. So whenever this vehicle enters or attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle with a crew cost of 4. But we don't have to care about the crew cost if our turn 3 play, with the help of the Llanowar Elves, ends up being Chandra Spark Hunter. Now, of course, you can also just do this, slam the Worldwagon on 3, and Chandra on 4, and give the Worldwagon haste, and just keep ramping up like that. Now, with all this ramp that we're doing through Dorks and the Worldwagon, we have a top end that exists out of Dragonhawk, Fate's Tempest, and Nissa Ascended Animist. So Dragonhawk is a 5-mana 5/5. When it enters or attacks, you exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. There's a lot of creatures in here with power 4 or greater because they're also used to crew the Worldwagon. You may play this card until the end of your next end step. At the beginning of your next end step, Dragonhawk deals 2 damage to each opponent for each of those cards that are still exiled. It's got a little bit like a burn damage going on there. We also have burst lighting in here for a little bit of additional damage that we can deal, especially with a kicker effect, which should be pretty doable in this deck because we're kind of playing, a ramp / mid-range kind of Gruul deck. Yeah, a lot of 4 power plus creatures in here that can help us out with the Worldwagon crews, like Scrap Shooters in here, Bristlebutt Farmers in here is a 4-mana 5/5. When it enters, you create 2 food tokens, and whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice food. If you do, mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hands. It's also a way for us to not run out of, run out of cards. The cool thing about Bristlebutt as well is that it synergizes with Chandra's ultimate, which cares about artifacts coming in play, and the Bristlebutt will make 2 food tokens, so you get the emblem triggers. This is why Sentinel is being played in here. Alongside just being a powerful creature in the format right now, with 4 toughness being really key. When it comes to everybody and their nowhere to runs. Sentinel also makes map tokens, which gives Chandra value. You can put a map token onto the Sentinel and turn it into a creature that can crew your Worldwagon. So that's kind of the synergy that's going on there. Also with the map tokens, mana that you might have over from your dorks, you can use to fix the top of your deck. And then of course, where one of the cooler things about this deck for me is that we're playing the Gruul friends, both Chandra and Nissa in here. Yeah, Nissa is also just fantastic top end payoff, right? You can ramp your way into a strong Nissa with the uptick give you a Phyrexian Horror, where access Nissa's loyalty is huge. Being able to get rid of an artifact or enchantment with the -1 effect is nice. The ultimate isn't really super relevant, but just being able to create a bunch of big, horror effects and horror tokens, and that can also crew your vehicles, that can also just take over the game. That's kind of what Nissa is good at, so that's what she's doing in here for. So good ramping, cool vehicle synergy. We have decent creature control with 3 Torture Towers, 2 Obliterating Bolts, and something like Bristlebutt Farmer also just makes a pretty good creature against a creature-based decks, because a 5/5 is a pretty good number to be at. So outside of that, we have a sideboard here that is tuned for the meta. We have 3 copies of Obstinate Bailiff, which will help us out against self-bounce players. 4 copies of Sunspine Lynx, which is kind of, against life gain decks, but can be really good against things like Domain or decks that have a lot of non-basic lands in play. Think about Blue-White Control as well. So yeah, this is a really great finisher as well, and something sweet to ramp into. 3 Ghost Vacuums against graveyard-based decks like Oculus or Omniscience combo. 3 Pulp Transformations to help us out against enchantment-heavy decks, or, decks with creatures that have flying. And also 2 more Witchstalker Frenzies, which will help us against, if we need a little bit more creature removal. which Shock of Frenzy does a good job with dealing 5 damage to a target creature. Gets rid of most things in the format. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working with. A really cool Gruul Midrange ramp pile that plays sweet cards from Ether Drift. Gruul Midrange Worldwagon is fantastic. Chandra Spark Hunter has my heart. And I think you will really enjoy checking out this this fantastic kind of like unique taste on you know, on Gruul. So let's dive right into the gameplay here. Before we do that, don't forget to like and subscribe to the official MTG Arena YouTube channel. And if you enjoy what you're seeing so far, you can check out videos over on my own YouTube channel as well, which is Ashlizzle, where I basically post daily MTG Arena videos. So yeah, let's get started here and let's check out if Chandra Spark Hunter can carry some games for us. Okay, here we go. Standard Wild Guide into Chandra, that's not too bad. Ideally, I have a Llanowar Elf, but there's only, you know, a few Llanowar Elves in the deck. So yeah, we can keep this. Chandra is good. I also like the Sentinel. The ramp is important. We're trying to get to our top end of the deck, but yeah, this can work out. Hopefully a turn 3 Chandra, that would be so great. And if not, we can do Sentinel, so it's not the end of the world. We have a backup plan. Let's get started here with the Copperline Gorge. And then see what we're up against. Red aggro. Ooh. Oh, Bristlebutt is good too. Okay, let's do this. No offspring, but we have ourselves the Tendy Wild Guide. So, I'll take it. Well, I'm assuming, yeah, it's just real red aggro. Cacophony Scamp. Whoa. Interesting. Okay. The Cacophony Scamp probably means that they're like the leyline version of red aggro. Interesting. Chandra isn't like the greatest here then, because I kind of want to put some like blockers in play. I want to be greedy and do Bristlebud. I mean, I would bolt this Cacophony Scamp, but the problem is like it would be very like mana inefficient. So I'm just gonna play the Bristlebud out and just put a 5/5 in their way and get myself some food tokens. So, and then next turn with like 5 mana available, if the Tendy Wild Guide survives, we can do Sentinel plus Bolt or something. There's blue here. You know, like just a 1/1 creature charging at your 5/5 Bristlebud farmer, no big deal. I think I'm gonna have to block it. I'm sure they can find a way to like get rid of my Bristlebud, but they could also deal damage into my face and then you know, send it to Bristlebud anyways if they make the Cacophony Scamp like sacrifice, so yeah, no big deal, bro. Just a 10-2. Just crazy. Yep, go ahead, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have bolted it, but hey, you know, I was hoping my 5/5 would survive against, you know, a 1/1. My bad, I guess. Alright, let's play Sentinel. At least I've got like 3 pump-up effects out of the hand, I guess. We'll take that. Yeah, I could bolt something here, but I think I'm just gonna hold up the food. I'm at 5 life. This is not the greatest place to be in. Oh man. Taking out my 5/5 and dealing 10 damage to the face while also making 2 2/2s. Alright. It's what a vibe. Alright, here we go. Another pump effect of some sort, I'm sure. Might of the Meek. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, like I'm not gonna get scared here. I'm just blocking their stuff. I don't care. Okay. So I could bump up the Wild Guide. And then not eat the food, but I feel like I kind of want to eat the food. So I'm gonna do that. I'll take the trade, like it's fine. Because also, you know, if I grow that thing and a Cacophony Scamp has like the death trigger, it can still get rid of my Tender Wild Guide anyways. So I'm better off like this. Alright. Are we surviving? I think we are. I think we're getting through it. Let's get ourselves a vehicle. Let's go, Chandra. Okay. Here we go, we're swinging for 6, and I'll just hold up the Burst Lightning. Like, I don't want to get hit by a bird or like, I don't know, anything with haste or whatever. But yeah, I think we're getting there. I'll play this Wild Guide out here. so I can crew this vehicle. Simultaneously, I will make a new vehicle. I can also like uptick and get rid of one of these like artifacts and draw new cards with Chandra, but I don't want to because I want to get out of this game as fast as I can. So yeah, let's swing for this. The clock's kind of like the same, so I'm just gonna pass here, hold up the food, and hold up the burst lightning. And I think there shouldn't be a way that we lose if we do that. Yeah, alright. Did we live? We lived. Okay, great. Man, that was looking scary though at some point. It's always like when you're playing against like these red aggro decks, it's always like, you know... We got through it. I wasn't sweating, surviving. Alright. So it's definitely like a leyline deck for sure, with all those pump effects. I mean, Bailiff will potentially buy me some time. I don't know if I need Nissa. I don't know if the game is ever going to go that long to the point I can successfully do things with her. So Scrap Shooter can still deal with the leyline, which so I kind of want to keep that in. Bailiff could also be really cute because the burst of life can be crucial. So let's definitely do 3 Bailiffs here. I think we can go down on a, you know, go lower on a Chandra. Kind of want to go Witchstalker Frenzies too. Maybe Dragonhawk. Then again, like, how am I gonna win this game with Sentinel, Bristlebuds, Bayless? We just have to remove all their stuff and eventually they'll concede the game, right? Yeah, let's get rid of this and let's add the Witchstalker Frenzies. I think we have to play it safe, especially on the draw. So let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully they don't have like a leyline. That would be nice. To be determined, I guess. Very close to the opening hand we had in game 1, actually. However, we are on the draw now, and we know the matchup we're in, and I don't know if I can get away with no removal. I think I need to take a mulligan. Okay. So Llanowar Elf kind of changes the story because I can get it to a 3-drop. Like, I could scrap shoot their leyline away. That's interesting. I'm gonna keep this. I might just have to drop Chandra here. Sorry, Queen. Might have to. It is what it is, but I think I care more about these cards right now. Okay, so no leyline. Big. I'm not even sure if they're a leyline deck. I'm just assuming they are. Now, I wish I could slam a Torch the Tower on this Heartfire hero. I'd do it in a heartbeat, but unfortunately I cannot, so... Get ready for the storm, which will probably be a ton of damage. Yep. Might of the Meek. Okay. Another Heartfire hero. So what I can do here is I can just put Scrap Shooter in play for the sake of having a 4/4, which I think I should just do. And see if maybe, just maybe, we are capable of blocking one of these Heartfire heroes. I am not sure how good our chances are, but you know. I'm gonna see if I can block the Schlick Shot. Monstrous Rage. Oh god. Well, hey, it deals with that at least, so it's gonna stop bothering us. Witchstalker Frenzy is interesting. So I could technically do Tender Wildkite here and then hold up Frenzy. I want to be greedy and play Bristlebud though. So bad. Is it smart? Is it smart though? I still have 2 cards on hand. I mean, you'd like, surely a 5/5 can get the job done blocking, right? Like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. The mind games that these red aggro decks end up playing with you, man, like, I'm just slimming it. I'm hoping to live, and then next turn I could do, like, Eat a Food plus Witchstalker Frenzy. That's kind of the plan. We'll see. Hopefully this 5/5 Bristlebud Farmer is scary enough for them, and it turns out that it is true? Interesting. Alright, I'm definitely gonna put a 1 Tender Wild Guide in play. Now, part of me is really tempted to swing with the Bristlebud Farmer. Not sure how smart that is, though. I want to try to, like, torch this Heartfire hero, because I don't think they have something. Like, if they had any pump-up effect, they would have come at me, right? I also want to get rid of the Emberheart Challenger, but I can do that with Witchstrucker Frenzy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn here. I wanted to do it on my turn because I was kind of convinced that whatever they had in their hand wasn't pumping it up, so I don't want to wait on their turn and give my opponent an opportunity to find an effect that can grow it out of range. Alright, here we go. Emberheart Challenger. Oh man, double turn inside out? Ah. Okay, let's think about this one. So I'm trying to bait the turn inside out on the Heartfire hero, and then I will frenzy the Emberheart Challenger is kind of the idea here. Okay, so that's worked out. I kind of don't want to, like, on the death trigger of the Challenger, I don't want to give them 2 Manifest Dreads and give them, like, a whole board again, so... I don't care if I lose my heart, like, Llanowar Elves, you know? The Llanowar Elves has put in a lot of work, we're grateful, but, Alright, let's see if we can get a swing going here, and Bristlebud can maybe find us a way to... No! Oh, that sucks, dude. That really sucks. Uh-oh. Yeah, I would have liked to find, like, maybe a Bailiff or anything that I could put in play. A vehicle, like, it doesn't matter. Alright. I just have to try, right? That's actually huge that their Heartfire hero dies. Okay. I have another one. I want to eat the food, but also like the Bristlebud trigger, you know. Alright, I'm gonna make a treasure here, first of all. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. I could sack it to the Fountain Port, I guess. Another land. Alright, we gotta be brave. Let's find a creature or something. Feels so bad to get rid of my food token, though. You know... It's not a Bailiff, or another Bristlebud, or a Sentinel, or... It's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna Offspring this. Fortunately, these wild guys, they can also function as, like, wastes. You know, they can grow into pretty big guys, so... Might just do the trick. 8 life is not, you know, a super scary range to be in either, fortunately, just yet, so... Yes! Okay, okay. We got there eventually. I'm grateful. Let's get a swing in here with Bristle and his Wild Guide, which is not swinging for lethal, but that's okay. Because they can block anyways, right? So it's like, if we can put him to 1, which they are accepting, his Bailiff should just, like, do it for us here. Perfect. Alright. We're chilling. Let's go. Big. Well, I'm afraid we cannot keep this. I think we need some ramping. See, that's a little better. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. And if I'm feeling brave... then again, my Lumbering Worldwagon can also be crewed off the Bristlebud. I can also do it off Chandra. So, I mean, I don't have green yet, so let's get rid of Bristle. I mean, then again, this could create green for me. But... It depends on what my opponent's playing, whether or not I want Chandra and Bristle. I'm getting some aggressive vibes. I'm gonna go about it like this, I think. Sorry, Chandra. We gotta do what we gotta do. Or maybe not, I guess. Okay. Tender into Worldwagon would be nice. Well, I was definitely not expecting blue-white vibes. That's for sure. Chandra, I'm missing you already. Please come back. We're gonna get countered. No, not yet. Okay. So, I want to fire off this Worldwagon. I don't want to tap my Wildcat to do so. I've also tried like Bristle here, but ideally setting up the Worldwagon and getting myself some ramp, making sure I hit my land drops is the best. But... yep. Alright then. Countered. Well, at least Obliterating Bolt can hit Planeswalkers, I guess. Not the matchup I was thinking we'd be running into. Got baited by the Bolt sleeves. So, okay. Yeah. I'll have to find a way to get through this. They're probably thinking about whether or not they can commit to the board here, I guess. Yup, it's Jace. I mean, I can slam Bristle here. I think I will have to do that because I'm missing my land drops right now, so we'll see. Ideally, Bristle can swing to Jace, but yeah, missing my land drops in a ramp deck is very bad news. Very bad news. I mean, there's obviously things like Day of Judgment that could hit us here, or like Land Sunfall, and we could lose our board, and that would be really bad. But then again, I do think that, you know, after sideboarding, we can stand a lot of a better chance as well. Because like, there's a lot of cards I kind of don't really want. Like, ideally, I don't have Obliterating Bolt or like Torture Tower. Also, I would have loved to have kept Chandra in this matchup instead of Bristlebud. Alright. So... yeah, this just puts me in a really rough spot. I don't know. I'm not sure if they have a counter. Like, I have no idea. I feel like they might still have one. If I fire off this bolt, they are probably going to do something about that. I think what I will do is bolt this Burst Lightning, I guess? Maybe buff up the Wild Guide. The Exploring was also tempting, but I don't know. Maybe I should have explored to try and find a land because I'm stuck. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can hit Jace now. They have a counter spell, you're gonna have to fire it off in your turn, which can buy me some time. Alright. Whoa, 2 Worldwagons milled? That's tough. At least not Chandra, but... Lookdown? That's not bad for them, I guess. All my permanents. Alright, Sentinel. Sure. Yeah, this feels pretty, tough right now. 3 lands. 3 lands. Not a whole lot you can do with that. Right. So I could do... I mean, I don't have the mana for Bristle, so... Nissa. That's good, but I don't have mana for it. Tragic. Tragic. Lockwill. Yeah. I think this is gonna go nowhere. This game would go on forever and we would just be constantly stuck. Like, Lockwill is also not something I can deal with. I think we need to get a more aggressive hand here. And don't want this. We'll go with the Sunspine Lynx because, you know, dealing that damage can be really valuable. Bolt can still hit Jace, which I like, but I think I'm better off with Pop Edge Formations to try and hit, like, look downs and stuff. I just don't think this is a Dragonhawk matchup. I think we can try it out like this. We now have knowledge we're playing as Blue-White Control, so let us keep a hand that works. And hopefully not get mana screwed, because that's never going to win you the game as a ramp deck against a control pile. So it is what it is. Always love it when you get like a full whiplash from standard playing against a deck that tries to kill you on turn 2 versus like the slowest, grindiest control deck out there. Which I like the variety of it. It's always good, but you know, vast like contrast between both games, right? But yeah, if I can get a vehicle to stick, that'd be huge. Getting a Chandra to stick is huge in this matchup. Yeah, like a turn 2 Worldwagon, like a Llanowar Elf and a Worldwagon would be insanely powerful. Like, that would be the dream. Maybe even followed up by like a turn 3 Chandra, which is a little bit tricky to pull off once you get access to like counter spells and stuff. But Planeswalkers are good against control, vehicles are good, so we can do something here. It's really just that game 1, we're stuck with you know, not enough mana available to us to really thrive here. But let's see what we can do. So I don't think we can keep a hand like this. I would like to, but I mean, how does it get better? Like a Llanowar Elf or like a Tender Wild Guide? Maybe I have to keep it because it's like trying to multiple Llanowar Elf surely can't be the way to go either. Like, if I can just get this on turn 3 when they have 2 mana up, it might just have to do the trick. So. Alright. I mean, obviously there's Negate or No More Lies or anything of the sort they can hold up, which would not be cute, but try. If you stick, it would be huge. But obviously there's big pause here, so I'm sure my little Worldwagon is going to get countered. Oh, it's not? Big if true. This ramp is going to be super valuable. Ooh, stock up? Will we get an attack in here? Ooh. Alright, let's go Bristlebud. We're gonna crew the Worldwagon. Maybe Bristlebud could get us a Chandra? That would be huge. Alright, let's go and grab ourselves a land here. Thing for 6! See, that's what I'm talking about. That is the good stuff right there. Look at the difference in mana now. Like, yup, that's more like it. That's how the deck's supposed to work. I wonder if this is like a Ride's End that they're trying to fire off. Nah, this is more like it. Alright, so I think there's a pretty good chance that we might get board wiped soon. Let's see. I kind of just want to put something in play that can crew this Worldwagon without like committing too heavy to the board. Like, I kind of want to take a Bristlebud for after I get board wiped. So let's just do a regular Scrap Shooter. If it works. Doesn't have to. Like, it could get countered, right? I do have 3 mana open for No More Lies. Alright. Get a crew going. There's a chance that Bristlebud gives me another Worldwagon. Worldwagon! Get a land! Boom. Bristle! Sack of food! Boom. Get a card, I hope. We'll grab another Bristle. Right's End. Yep. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna get board wiped. I could just set up Wild Guide here. Let's see, I have 4 mana. I could do Bristle plus Sentinel next turn if I get board wiped to try and rebuild. I have 9 power in play right now. I could still have this as a blocker or like removal. Maybe I'll set up like 1 Wild Guide just in case they're not gonna board wipe me. Ideally, I would have fired off another vehicle here because it's just huge, but the sun might fall. The sun might fall. Right. Let's rebuild. Hopefully they don't have it again. But then again, I could try to build myself back up again with another Bristle and another Sentinel. We're fighting! We're rallying! Another one! Another one! I'll try again. This is where it would be huge if we had a vehicle, right? Like, if I could swing with the Worldwagon after they wipe my board, but they had Right's End. So, same stuff. Again, do they have another board wipe? That could be true. Chandra, we're missing you. Please come to the top of the deck. Please. Chandra, my queen. Dissection tools? Wow. Okay. It's kind of tough. I don't really have anything that deals with that well. Burst lightning. Well, it's not bad, but it's not really what I need. I would like Chandra or like Sunspine Lynx or like something along those lines. On that as well. Let's swing. Sack of food. Get something good, I hope. Please give me Chandra. Chandra has abandoned us. She's so good in this matchup. We really need her. Oh well. Bye, Bristle. It was nice. There was a Beza under there? Wow. I'm glad at least I didn't play that out then. Well... Spare Chandra. To be fair, Burst Lightning isn't bad. It isn't bad. Maybe I'll play it out. And, Sentinel, maybe. Planeswalkers would be so big. Chandra, Nissa, Sunspine Lynx. These are all really good cards. But at least, like, the Burst Lightning sets me in a position where, you know, Sunspine Lynx might win. I do have, like, 4 non-basic lands, so... Bleak. Please. Might be another board wipe here, but... I hope not. Jace, that's fine. Jace is fine. So what's their plan? To hit one of my Sentinels and then animate the 3/3? I see. I see. Bristle isn't bad, right? Well, in an ideal world, my opponent's greedy and blocks the 1/5. Well, I mean, they would never, but... they would never. Wait, this goes through? Wait. Hello? Sure. Their timing wasn't right on that one. We get out of it. Alright, Chandra. Need you to show up. All I need right now. I mean, I don't really have anything for section tools, but I also think it's just like a one-off for them or something, isn't it? Maybe like, maybe two, but shouldn't have that many the section tools, I don't think. So, there's ramp. However, we don't even have green on one, so we can't even fire off a Llanowar Elves here. I'm mulligan this. Chandra, please. Well, at least I'm hitting my land drops with this. I might try it. I might try it. Please stop giving me lands. Well, the 5's also so bad. I'm really just hoping that, like, I can rip, like, a 3-drop here or something. That would be huge. Chandra! Oh my god. Are we saved? Alright, I'm gonna see if I can swing with Llanowar Elves. Maybe it baits out a Right's End. I don't know. Maybe not. Man, if I can get this Chandra to stick... There's obviously, there could also be, you know, them playing look down here or something. But I have a counter spell here. I'm not happy. Then again. Okay, let's think about this because they'll probably have a board wipe, right? Let's fire off Chandra after the Day of Judgment us. Let's try Sentinel. Which I'm assuming is just going to get countered. Like, they'll have it 3 steps. They might have a Normalize. They might have a Negate. I don't know. We're just gonna hope that they, board wipe us. See if I can pump up the Wild Guide here. Maybe fix the top of my deck. Alright. You know, alright. I'll take another Chandra. I don't think I could ever have enough Chandras, you know, in this matchup, so... One gets countered, the other might live. Lock wheel? No, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good. Chandra, Chandra, Chandra. Bring it home. Anyways, first we'll see what happens to this board. Stock up? Okay, Chandra is... free to get cast. That's pretty big. Alright, let's do this. So, you could try to work towards Chandra's ultimate, or you could just set a bunch of vehicles to play. I think I'm gonna go the vehicle route first. But technically we could have swung here and then uptick Chandra and get rid of like the Sentinel map token or whatever. Like that wouldn't have been bad. I think I want the pressure though. I'm swinging here. I'm holding back with the Llanowar Elf. I'm gonna use the map token to explore onto the vehicle. Burst Lightning. It's not a bad card, but ideally I find something that crews this. Then again, I could also make a fish and crew it that way. I mean, it could be 4 damage out of nowhere. I'm gonna keep it on top. Let's do this. Oh, I think we're in a good spot now. Be look down? But, okay. Get lost? Lost? Sure. Very specific tapping there, making sure they have blue open. So I'm assuming this is like a 3 steps or something. Let us go. So in order to kick this, we gotta pay 4. I'm gonna crew off the Llanowar Elves. See if I can swing for in here. Maybe I'll fire off a Burst Lightning on their turn, force them to counter it, make them use their mana on their turn. Perhaps like fire off a Chandra after that. Put myself in a good spot, maybe. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, okay, it was 3 steps. They made that kind of obvious. So, we're chilling. We're chilling pretty hard. Like, Sunfall doesn't bother us, because, like, I have a vehicle. If they Sunfall me, they die. Because I will make a fish, I can crew my vehicle, and I can slam a burst lightning into their face. So, board wipe doesn't save them, you know, removal might buy them some time, but I am still, like, doing burst lightning shenanigans right now, so... I still have a Chandra that could give me, like, a vehicle with haste. So, what will it be? Buddy? Then a burst lightning is revealed as well, so, like, they know. It's, like, hanging over the head a little bit. The Doom's energy. Yep. Got 5 cards in hand. They know they can't tap out. Like, just die. I'm not sure if I can think of a sequence that gets them out of this. Dissection tools. Okay. Yeah, I can just burst lightning that away, though. So... Unless it's like spell pierce. I'd be shocked though. They once again hit Beza under there. That's funny. Well actually, okay, like I want to win like this. Let's go. Sunspine Lynx, baby. Boom. Alright. I told you the key. It's Chandra. It's so good. Alright, GG's. Got through it.